So this is me giving a shout out to my new markers. I had these two markers previously, but this one, my number 2, ran out last night and I was so disappointed. But I'm gonna unbox this and use it. For this video, we can go back and test them out on a old drawing, because I've only ever used number 2. I don't really know how big these are or how small these are in comparison. So this is my old sketchbook. This is stuff that I sketched since 2018, to be honest. And there's some pictures in there I love, some pictures in there I don't like. Gosh, I saw this picture. I did this picture last year. I want to actually go back and redo it if I can find the still frame and see. Also, I love how I wrote the time. I'd be up late, guys. I'd be doing things at 2:52 a.m. But I want to see how I draw it this time around. And I have Copics too, so it's definitely a game changer. I know that drawing Mike was super easy, whereas it took me some time to get through Kentori. So I definitely want to do that. Even looking back at it, there's some things I love, and then there's some things that are mistakes. I was like, oh, okay, if I could do it differently, I would do this or that. But oh my goodness, I have to redraw this since it's been a year to see the progress. Now, I haven't been drawing a whole year consistently, but recently I have been, so let's see how this goes. Now speaking of which, here is a drawing from 9/28. I was binge watching, okay? I was binge watching their YouTube videos. That's why I keep drawing them. I haven't watched their videos in a long time, which is why I haven't drawn anything, but I'm gonna go back and actually fine line ink this. I don't know if I want to do it all the way, but I'm definitely gonna fine line it. And honestly, I don't even know what video this is from, because normally when I do things, I'm watching a video, and if the scene strikes me, I'll just pause and draw what I see. And do I want to ink this? I kind of like this as sketch. I really do. Some things are just meant to stay in pencil, especially when it comes time to the smile. Since I don't have the original reference, I don't want to go mess that up, or even just the Major League Baseball thing. So we're gonna find something else. I don't have too many things in pencil. Oh my goodness! Wait. This one is another. These are a lot of things I don't like, but this one is so cool. I like this. I actually inked this with an ink pen, and it was inked this year, actually. Interesting. You could tell because when you feel over, you can see the raised surface with the ink. Oh, love it. I didn't know how this would turn into a sketchbook tour. So let me just, I'm walking down memory lane with this. Let me just cut this off, and then we're gonna get back to sketching. But this is such a good, this one I can actually redo because I know exactly what picture this is, and I can Google it and find it. So I might do that. See. First up is the 005 pen. I'm going to just do a line test real quick. One thing I noted about Micron, you have to like press down on it, but I just love the rich black ink. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking I might use it for the eyes. Oh, before I start. Oh no! Mine has a slanted point. I don't know if you can tell. Did it just happen now? No, I think it was always like this. Let me see if it changes. It came slanted. I'm not gonna return it, because if I have to return it, I have to return the whole set versus the one marker I may or may not use often. It's the smallest marker. I'm gonna use it for the eye. Next is the 01 pen, and this is the line. So I forgot to mention that this is 0.25 millimeters. So for this one, I'm gonna do the line of the nose. I see that it's like, I don't see that much of a difference between that. Now for the 02 pen. That is 0.3 millimeters. I'll do the contour line of the face. Now immediately I saw my mistake in not going all the way out for the cheek. So the issue sometimes when you have messy lines is choosing which one do you choose for your line art. Now we have the 03 pen. Oh yeah, you can already see a big difference. And this was 0.35 millimeters. I realized I didn't put the second M on it. This one we're going to use for the earrings. And it's already a thicker, bold line. I like it. I like it a lot. Now I also like the graphics, so I might go and get a graphics set. But for the time being though, this is really, really good. The 05 pen, oh, this way, there's 05 pen, and this one is 0.45 millimeters. And so for this one, we're gonna do the eyes. Actually, I could have just done the brows, to be honest. Let's just do the brows anyways. But now that we're here, I'm gonna do the brows. I like it. I like it. I think it's a good consistency. It's thicker than all the rest, which is nice, but it's not as quite as thick as I want it to be. I'm probably looking for something that's like a little bit less than the graphic, but more than this. But I'm glad they have variations, because there's some projects that will require fine line work. And then we're gonna color in. Ooh, see that mess up? I'm kind of a little bit hasty, so I'm gonna try and not be so hasty. But one of the things I noticed just flipping through this sketchbook, there's progress. I didn't think I made so much progress. And the thing is though, it's because I've been drawing on and off, but I know at least one thing is that my eyes have gotten better. I was able to notice mistakes in my old artwork right away that I haven't been able to notice when I was drawing them back then. So that's good, because I always hear them say your eyes improve, then your hand catches up, and then once your hand catches up to what level that you were at, they go and improve again. So your eyes are always getting one step ahead. On to the last marker, the 08 pen. And that one is 0.5 millimeters. Now I'm shocked that they go from 4.5 to 5, so maybe there isn't a thing in between, but here's the line test. And it's pretty thick, I would say. And for this one, we're just gonna go through and do the hair. And so I guess what I would want is something that's like probably 0.8, a 0.3, a 0.1, and I want something like a bold line. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe something that's 1 millimeter. So this is the curly hair, and like just looking at it and just going over it, it reminds me that I didn't really have a process to draw natural hair yet. Like, this is my best attempt. Just make a whole bunch of curls, you know what I'm saying? And hope something sticks. Like, this is my attempt at making natural hair, and it's good to know that I improved. This is all shading in pencil, and I put final fixative over it, but I also did a good deal of work with it. Like, I basically final fixative the whole notebook, so there's that too. And so I'm just gonna put the date that it was inked, 11/8/19, and this is it for our Micron pen test. I'm so glad I got these. Another thing that's on my list is to get white ink from the Koh-i-Noor Universal ink, and I actually want to get working into color, not color but watercolor. What I was trying to say before is that this is my Koh-i-Noor Universal ink in a, just a little jelly container, and it's not Copic proof, but it is waterproof. I tried using the deleter ink. I didn't really like it. It was not what I wanted, but that's the only ink I've had that was Copic proof, and so I'm debating switching even to watercolor. I found this like basic set in my house when I was cleaning, and I'm so excited because not only I just wanted a cheap set of watercolors so I can practice technique and learning how to even apply it, how to use a brush, if I should use a palette or not. But this is going to be perfect with my Koh-i-Noor ink, and I want to get a white version of it just because it applies so smooth. I love it, and it works so well with me. Like, me, Koh-i-Noor ink, and cartooning nibs are life, okay? We're just a dynamic trio. Yeah. Me, Koh-i-Noor ink, and dynamic, trio, the three of us. So And it's also good because like when I use these on big pictures, it's so much ink. And honestly, I only ever really need them for certain effects, especially like skin and so I know I have these, but I don't want to run through them all. Like if I'm doing postcards or something, but like I don't know, I think this is gonna be good for just me practice sketching. And I have a multimedia sketchbook, which is gonna be where I'm gonna practice drawing, inking, and then using these watercolors. So I'm excited to have more videos where I learn this, because then if I can get this, and I can start buying like fancy palettes, and I can start like using technique, and I can start drawing, and it'll just be a lot. I'll get a lot more pigment and a lot more with this than with Copic, especially since like, okay, here's my biggest thing. I don't like when I apply my Copics to a large area and you can see the marker streaks. Like, for example, if I use, right now we're going to use this E93. What is it? Oh my gosh, Tea Rose? Is it Tea Rose or was there something else? I remember having an issue with one of these colors, either Tea Rose or Tea Orange. But if I go, oh, yep, it was this one. There's nothing rose about it. So when I apply it, there's nothing rose about this color. Anyways, when I apply it, you can see the variation, right? I want a smooth color. This one's actually not that bad. But if I were to do a larger area, I guess it all depends on marker application. Like right now I'm applying it while it's all still wet, so it works. But if I were to go back after a little bit, you'll just see the streaks of where I put the marker, and I don't know how to counteract that, and I don't like that. They do have the Copic blender, the colorless blender pen, that's color 00000 or something like that. I need a different way of using it. So I think I could use like Copics on smaller projects like this where I can control the area. But for bigger projects or like whole page spreads, I'll use watercolor instead. So that's why I'm excited to practice with this.